Yeah, man, I just listened to all the stuff that Lou sent me. Um, all the beats and stuff.
Hell yeah, we was a nice little session yesterday, bro. Uh, we recorded 9 tracks.
Damn.
Seven. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. I know at least seven. Um, let's see.
Yeah, because he sent me I guess some of the beats that we
One,
working on that
two,
one day.
three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 tracks.
That's crazy. How long were y'all up?
We was like really started around about 7. We got done around about right before midnight. So about 5 hours.
Yeah, that's good.
Hell yeah. Once we started getting our mode, shit, it was clockwork. Once I started really figuring out recording this shit in FL Studio, um, I feel like that took the longest trying to just get everything set up. But once everything was going, I was cooking. So I'm working on the editing for today, and then like I'm trying to work on like everything in bunches. So when you like do all my mass, like all the editing for the tracks today, and then throughout this week, I want to start working on just EQing our tracks, leveling, balancing, very small shit. I'm gonna like do EQ, like what I'm gonna do, like editing first, then balancing and leveling, then EQ, then compression, then time delay is shit like like reverb, delay, all that type of shit, and then work on bus processing, and then work on basically mastering.
You doing all that through FL?
Hell yeah,
Yeah, I've
that's
done.
all.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how to do it because I know how to record on it. I just do not know how to mix. Like I just will sit there and make 50 million different versions. I'll have to
So
watch
like,
some type of tutorial or something.
it's gonna be fun. But this is gonna be like really my first a lot of me doing like a whole project in FL Studio because I'm used to just doing everything in Logic. So
Mhm.
it's gonna be fun for me to do it in FL Studio too.
Hell yeah. Cause
So you're gonna be lit.
yeah, cause yeah, it's just seamless using like FL Studio. Like once you get that down, that mix and mastering part, that's like the hardest shit to do right there.
Right. Because my main thing is like really doing like automation and shit like that. Because I know how to like make buses and shit in FL. But really just getting to the like nitty gritty shit like automation and that type of shit. Um, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
But I definitely gonna get my hands dirty with this project.
I mean, that's the best way. So it's like, yeah, just if you're trying to get a sound or a style mixing, there's probably somebody that made a video about how to do it. Or some of the stuff you might have to, I guess, plugins you might have to buy, but outside of that, I feel like you probably can do everything with the programs they already got in there. I
Hell
mean, the
yeah. So like
plugin channels.
yeah, because you can have as many well, I think not as many channels. I think you get up to 128 channels, but even with all them, because each channel you can make a bus into from each channel. Um, I'm not gonna use all them that many damn tracks at all. So even me using all the buses for vocals, the beats, buses for delay and reverb, even all that shit, I think I won't even close to touching 128 tracks. So it should be
Yeah.
straight. Because like even with like mix, I feel like once you learn the basic of shit from one dog, it kind of translates around to like
Yeah.
me like knowing how to like settle down vocal chain and um, goddamn Logic helps me out even with FL Studio, like how to make a proper change. 'Cause, like I would say FL Studio, um, with Logic, rather you can have as many plugins as you want to in that damn chain. But FL Studio, you can only have 10.
Yep.
So which I think will make it like granted I have like what's that shit called? Studio Rec some ways which I can basically add another 8 more plugins to that if I wanted to. But I still want to keep it in that 10 plugin range just to make it more easy on the CPU and also make it more natural, more kind of more of a challenge to keep it sounding like
That's what
clean
I'm
as possible
saying,
with
man.
the less plugins.
Because like I don't know if you started working on it yet, but I don't know. Are you like breaking down? Are you busting down the whole beat by itself and then the vocals on top of that? Because like when I was doing it, that I had the same issue you're talking about, loading up the PC too much. The beat would still be there with all these
Hmm.
channels, and the vocals would be there with all these channels, and that just slowed the whole thing down. Like if you ever record it and came back to it a couple of days later, those are the ones that fry. Like when you have all of those. Like if you don't bust the beat down separate, I
Right.
just
So like
I enjoy busting I enjoy keeping the beat and the vocals all on the same thing, but it just doesn't like it don't like that. The CPU doesn't.
see like my thing is I'm planning on especially with our tracks we're gonna have like the I'll have like the track outs and the stems from it. So I'm planning on doing everything making a bus from the beat. So let's say I'm gonna break down each individual stem and put those in a bus. Like
Hmm.
I make a drum bus, I make an instrument bus, then I make a bus of all those together, and then I make a bus just for vocals. So
Yeah.
granted, like I got a gaming PC. I don't think you see, but I got a gaming PC now, so it can handle more shit on the CPU. You know, I ain't trying to still put too much on it. Um,
Yeah.
so that's what I want to do. So I still want to keep. I basically want to keep everything bus separately because I like to keep it like with me as far as my sound when it comes to mixing. I like to keep it as clean as possible. Like I don't want too much like processing on it.
Hmm.
Like I remember we made airplane mode. If I could go into that damn session, which I think I still do have it somewhere. Man, I remember the plugins we had that motherfucking shit was we fried the fuck of that damn like challenge
Hey.
script. Like it was so many damn plugins we had that motherfucker. Granted, we still
Yeah.
had it. It still sound pretty damn good for as much we put on there. But now I'm at a point like I'm starting to see like a lot of these like Grammy Award winning master legendary engineers and producers.
Less is more.
Less is more. Like they'll have one damn SSL challenge strip with that damn four EQ parameters and a compressor and make that shit sound so much better than me trying to put a plug in with like a challenge strip with like 18 plugins on.
Yeah, they got like they template, and I think it's even like the way they're recording. Like it's just that they get it straight from the recording process, and it's a real simple like to get it to that sound, like that uniform sound that they got.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's like one of the I would say not Achilles, but one of the things that keeps me on a beat too long. It's that right there, like not knowing how much filter to have, not knowing if it's just you know keep it as simple as possible, or should you change it, adjust it, and then it just seems so washed out.
Man, I foot, man. I'm the exact same way, bro. Like,
And the drums too. You did really good on the drums, like all the beats that he sent me. Because I don't remember the ones that we did that day. I just remember like all the samples.
mhm.
But yeah, that's too like just drum selection. Like I feel like you did a great job with the 808s, just knowing which ones to pick for the for that sound.
Hell yeah, like that's another thing I've seen, and which really goes back to recording and shit, like sound selection, and recording, like the way this shit is performed off rip. will make or break the production of the song. Like you can have the best engineers and you know
Hmm.
equipment in the world, but if the performance is shitty, if the sound selection is shitty, it really don't fucking matter. Like what I heard from this damn Cardi album, like I don't know what type of production that shit is. Like I don't even, I'm not a Cardi fan, so maybe maybe don't work for me. But I really just listen to good credit because everybody heard because of Kendrick on there. So I was like,
Yeah,
I tried to listen to something else. I was like, okay, I gotta cut this shit off because what the fuck is this? Um,
yeah. It's definitely not the type of hip hop that like we came upon at all. Like I won't even say like I'm all the way on board with liking it. It's just a few couple of vibes that I like of it, but overall I think it's I don't even know how to explain it.
and the
Uh,
thing about Cardi too is like, I don't really care for him, but like I like his features more than I like him as a solo artist. Like the songs I've heard him featured on, like Carnival, uh, what's that one song he did with Future? Um, it just came out last year. What's that shit called? Uh,
uh, I don't
what's that
even
shit
know.
called? I can't remember the name of the song, but basically it's like the features I heard him. I'm like, okay, I fuck with his features, but him like me listen to him, I cannot do it. Like he makes like hype beast rap boy, like white rap boy music. Like I don't see
Yeah,
how he had, I mean he made his money, I respect that, but I don't see how he has a big fan base that he does. Like that shit is trash.
yeah, man. But yeah, it's just I don't know. It's definitely different. Um, it's like where did this like fan base come from? It's just like came out of nowhere. Um,
I
Yeah.
think it's Travis. It's hard to explain Cardi when you're on the outside looking in, but he's almost
Cause he's connected to a lot of
like
people, right?
like uh like uh like the album Drake just dropped. That's what it was. Um, like he kind of like he.
Yeah,
It's like a new category of rap they making. Like it's not Uzi Vert. Uzi Vert kind of does it on a more melodic level now, more recently, but it's just this. If you break what he's doing, it's creative in its way, and because it's creative and it's different, that's why people fuck with it. The beats are the production is different, but it's they still are hard. Like I fuck with a lot of his beats. I wouldn't rap on them. Um, like I not necessarily. It's not like my cup of tea when I think about beats to rap on, but like I fuck with what's there. Um, and he just comes on them in a unorthodox way. So, um, yeah, he's different. So people that like different, he's like a mix of Travis. I'm really trying to think of like he doesn't really have a comparison to him.
yeah,
And I think that's why people fuck with him because it's and he'll have a vibe. He'll have a vibe. He'll catch a vibe like on most projects. He'll catch a vibe. Um,
yeah.
and
His closest is Yeat.
I'm sure he does well with on live performing as well.
Yeah, his closest. You're right. You're 100% right. His closest competitor is Yeat, like a Yeat type of almost. I don't know this type of trap, but
And
he's been a
nobody, again, that's why like that project didn't go well received.
what
That For All the Dogs because it was very like it was Yeet inspired. It's like that's starting to become a thing, like its own genre within rap. Um,
it's like mosh pit.
most, yeah, most traditional rap. fans don't really fuck with. So like yesterday I was seeing, or the other day I was seeing a lot of people trashing it, but
Where did Yeet sound
I kind
come
of fucked with it. I think
That's
Cardi, like it's Cardi, like
it's definitely
Cardi,
inspired by Cardi. I would even say Uzi.
like it's like they
Okay.
don't.
But let's just keep it all the way funky. It's really thug. Really basing
But
shit off
yes,
of.
yeah,
You
yeah,
can base
yes.
shit
I
off
was
of
about to
Wayne and come
say,
back at the end of the day.
Mm,
I was about to say the when you think of Cardi, like who he is, like he's a mixture of a thug. But it's really like a mindset. Like track when I think about the production, I kind of think of Travis Scott a little bit when I think about the production, but at the same time, whoever the fuck can't think. Like Pierre Bourne is important.
bro, he's
Um,
incredible.
he's important to Cardi's sound. They created something that was like Atlanta. It wasn't a sound, it wasn't a regional sound at all, but it kind of had a lot of different elements. It had some Houston in it. It had Atlanta to it. It had a certain bounce to it. Um, and Cardi wouldn't rap. Like you could tell he was trying his hardest to be original as much as he could. So he would just when he raps, that's what he's trying to paint. He ain't really trying to. It's almost like rappers who try to be lyrical. It's almost like he's anti that.
Yeah.
Not anti that. It's like I guess the word is juxtaposition. It's like the opposite of it. It's not like he's against it, but it's like he's not necessarily trying to be lyrical, but he's still trying to be creative in this space that is catchy um and upbeat but simple and simple in the way that it's easy to understand, but
How
you
did you
don't
like
know
the
what you don't know what he's gonna do
How
when
did you
you
like the
listen
way
to
the
it.
project was mixed? Like we were talking about like vocal mixing and stuff. What do you think about like the way that project was mixed?
I gotta listen to it again.
Yeah.
Um,
It was ass, bro. Just keep it all the way funky.
they do that differently too.
Yeah, it's kind of
Purposely, I feel like
different from like the
it's
clean
acquired taste. That's
what
why I say I gotta listen to it again.
bro, that's because that's I usually don't try to do that, but I feel like with this project we can accomplish that. You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah,
getting like that clear, crystal clear, like it like sits perfectly on a mix to where I don't know, it doesn't it just feels a part of the drums, if that makes any sense.
yeah, yeah. He rapped like an instrument, like it's like production, like it's production for music. Kind of feel
Yeah.
like that's how Travis is. Don Tolliver is like the more
To me,
melodic
he
version
might
of
be the
all of
most
them.
talented because he just has a unique voice. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like they really all kind of took his style, but like
They all
his
in the
voice
same.
is what makes him different.
And I'm outside of the world, so I could be explaining it incorrect. I understand a little bit of it just because I'll be listening. I fuck with Cardi early on. Like he got a few songs I really fuck with. Like I really fuck with. And I like what I heard from the project. I ain't listened to all of it either. I probably got like 22 songs in. So I'll probably spin it again.
Yeah,
And
that's crazy. 33 songs, like 36. I don't know how many.
Cardi is Cardi's song. It's Plug Cardi's song
It's what?
with Kodak. Plug with Kodak and use. What's brother name? Uzi.
uh
I think that's Rich the Kid, ain't it?
Is that Rich the Kid?
I
that's a
think
good
that,
name to talk about when you talk about him.
that's
Rich
Rich
the
the
Kid.
Kid.
About Cardi?
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
So
yeah.
yeah, that era of music, I I didn't even realize that I was getting the two confused. But yeah, Cardi is like he's definitely an artist that a lot of artists don't progress. He's definitely an artist that
He made
has
Magnolia.
progressed.
So yeah, I'm trying to just think of different
I'm
styles he
finna,
had. He was totally different around Magnolia. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
Mm.
he was more normal. Now he's like
much more like a
vampire,
normal.
um, like the vampire persona.
Get the
Yeah.
fuck out of here,
No,
man.
that song is Cardi, and that's like the only song by Cardi that I think. So not that I think of. There's like two. I think Playboy Cardi, and I
Mhm.
think that song Plug that sound with him and Kodak, and then I don't know. It's like that guy is still the same guy, but it's a different genre of music that he's doing right now.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think they might have ranked like I think was it is it called Die Lit? What's that album called?
Yeah,
Mm,
dial it.
I
I ain't
think
really fucking with that.
I think they ranked his album like number 1 about on like a list or something. People were going crazy about it.
I kinda, I kinda did fuck with that. Now that I'm looking at it, I kinda did fuck with it. I didn't fuck with it like um the previous one. What's the previous one? I'm looking through his discography now.
I think it's
Yeah. That's his debut is my shit. Um, but even his debut was more traditional, like y'all was saying, but it was still different. And then I just feel like he just zeroed in on what made him different, and they experimented, and that's what he is now.
hell yeah. I love everything y'all recorded, man. I've been just playing it back.
Bro, you been bumping it? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fire.
I
I'm
got
telling y'all, that shit hard.
yeah, man.
We knocked this shit out too, like
He said yo did 8 songs or 7 songs, so 7 or 8.
probably nine. It was nine.
Damn.
We did everything,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, we did everything. I'm writing something today. I'm probably about to do two more. It is, yeah. That's what I've been working on. I mean, I got more songs I've been writing, but yeah, once I started writing, it was just like boom, boom, boom. And I kind of recorded. I recorded in the order that I had wrote. So I think we did Call In first, uh, Call In, FIU. Uh, I can't think of the titles. Big Ten.
Ruin, bad, shade,
They go
uh,
crazy. I'll be listening. FIU was my favorite. That second verse on FIU is crazy. The flow,
What does FIU
the
stand for?
flow.
Florida Institute University?
Fuck it up.
Florida
Fuck
International University?
it. Fuck it up.
Oh, I'm
But
stupid.
you know, it could be though. I don't care.
hey, they
Up to
made
the
they made
listener.
that song goddamn for they to turn up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the vibes I was getting. And I'm gonna try to I think I wanna do like a mini vlog mixed with podcast type thing, like voiceover with footage type thing. Just explain like how we was picking the singles and then y'all worked on a beat type shit. And then I'll explain a couple of the songs, a few of the songs or whatever. And then yeah, real seamless. Like it was real seamless. I feel like the mixing gonna be real good too. I'm ready for the next one. I'm ready to record these last two because
Answer this
already
question
got a
though.
track list. I'm listening.
What's the difference between? Because I'm asking as somebody that I don't think I really know the answer. What's the difference between mixing and mastering?
You want to answer,
So
Tori? Yeah.
I would say when we first, I didn't know the damn difference at first, but mixing is the actual process of getting the actual sound you want. Mastering is basically maximizing it to radio standards as far as dynamic range and putting the extra polish and shit. So like you can do
Make
all when it comes to go ahead, look.
Sound good, Iser?
to simplify it, mixing is I'll talk about mastering. Mastering is basically making it as loud as you can without
Right.
Hmm.
distorting it. getting it as close to distortion as you can, basically, or just making it as loud as you can. That's
So
kind of how it is. That's probably not the actual term, but in nigga terms, that's how. Once I understood that, that's it. But it's also that's from a song level. It's also from an album level, dealing with each song's level. So we got an album. If you wanted to, Tori, do you master each song? You could put each song on the same track,
next to each
right?
other. Yeah.
Right,
Right.
and that's what I
And
was
then
thinking about doing.
control the levels of each song. Because each song, when you listen to an album, each song should be at the same level. But each
Hmm.
song isn't naturally at the same level. So you'll have to do it all in one. That's why I say it's basically loudness. Each each song needs to be, it needs to match. You don't want to hear track four being at a certain level, and then you hear track five and it sound like you turn the knob down. You know what I'm saying? Even if track five is a softer song, you still want it to cut on the same level as track four. You get what I'm saying? And part of the mastering, it's editing in the mastering process when you're doing it as an album, because you might leave a 2 second gap between track four and five, and then between five and six, it go from song to song. So the simple answer is loudness is mastering, mixing is the editing within a song. But then and that's basically that's really what mixing is. It's everything through the song, like just the song itself, because you could control how loud it is from the mix too. You can master on the mix bus, right? On the master bus of a song, you can master, right? So you can control how loud a song is. It's easier to do that when you bounce the whole song into one file and then do mastering from it. But you can do that
It's
in the
just we
mix.
we were just talking about this one because
Right, right,
on the mixing level is too like I feel like it makes sense to do it with the beat, but on a efficiency, the computers they don't like all that information. Like if you
right.
keep it, because you see what I'm saying, like because basically
Mhm.
the way you can contort the drums and the snare and the sample or
Mhm.
whatever, you can contort your voice, and you can put them basically almost married, like have a marriage with them. If you don't like do the whole mix of the beat, then put the vocals on top. But like that's the old school way. We used to always just do it the way you're talking about, like break down the beats separately. You know,
I think somebody said they
because I
did
feel like it don't
they
sit on the beat right when you do that. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
it depends. It depends. You talking about when you master from the same session?
Yeah, like that's I would prefer doing that. But I
And
see both sides of doing it. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
the thing. I seen somebody the other day. I think it might have been Help Me Divine, and I might be saying it incorrectly, but he said he mastered. So usually what people do is they do the mix bus, and even if they got all the track outs, they'll what is it called? Bounce the song as one file
Hmm.
and then master that one file in a different session. I think he said I think he did some type of stem for his master after he mixed it. So I think he had his drums on one file and then the vocals on one file and then the instruments that didn't clash, he grouped those together, put them in one file and then mastered those differently, EQ'd them in the master differently, sent them through the, so it's a lot of creative ways you could do everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
people get down to the nitty gritty.
that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
Started.
yeah. Yeah, that's like intricate. You don't rap, but he do. That's what he do for a living. So he got enough time to play with shit like that.
Yes, get you a good template. You're set free.
Mhm.
But yeah, I want to master this shit. Mm, Rick Rubin, like
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for more. So I'm gonna keep writing. Yeah, I ain't recorded in a long time. So after I did that, I was like, yeah, yeah, I need to do that. I need to do that every month. That's how I'm feeling. Like
that's that,
two more
that's
albums.
that's incredible, bro. That's nine. piece. That's 9 songs in a day. That's insane.
It ain't really 9 songs in a day. I wrote them, so I don't want it to sound like I wrote them and recorded them. They were already written, so it's and these are songs like I've been living with them too. I
No, no,
wrote.
no. It's too late. The podcast, the name of the episode is not. Lu wrote 9 songs in a day.
No, I mean I could probably do it, but I didn't do
No,
that then.
I'm playing.
I could do it.
Yeah.
That'd be hell of a session, bro. 9 songs, 9 beats.
And it's not like
Okay.
nine, it's not just 9 songs, they good too. Like I could write 9 songs. I don't know how many of the nine. I don't think the nine gonna come out like that. Like these are 9 different writing sessions.
Oh
And
yeah.
then over time, like I
We
mean,
gotta we
I
gotta get
probably
another beat
wrote
session.
right. I was also rehearsing them like every day for the past month. So like by the time like the newer songs, the beats, I was messing up Tori on the ones that y'all didn't produce to because those are the brand new. Like I just wrote those within the last 2 weeks. So I haven't really rehearsed them as much. But the ones that y'all produce, I've been waiting. And I've been telling y'all like, bro, this shit, I can't wait to record this shit. This shit hard. So like we really was just playing with tone. But most of those songs I really like I had down packed. The newest songs I wrote, I stumbled up a bit. I had to change certain words because they weren't flowing together. But yeah, like 6 hours, you could say that. We did it in like 6 hours. We probably started at like 5 or 6 p.m. And by 11:30, maybe even 10:30, we was done with nine.
It's really good, man.
Yeah, once and then you pretty much figured out that template. Like once we get back together again, just do it again. And that's another project.
Yeah.
We just need to figure out the visual content part.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like it's about marketing. You know, I feel like we got the good music. It always goes back to the marketing.
What's your favorite on there? What's your favorite on there, Tori?
I got a few. Colin. I like Colin. I
That's
like
your
I
I
tell
like
you what
Ruin.
you want.
I like Bad.
that's your
Yeah,
that's
it's
Uh,
your
calling. I like calling session.
that be yeah. When y'all made that one, I know I picked the sample, but when yeah, I was like, yeah, that's gonna be one of my favorites.
Shade is tough.
Shade is crazy.
Shade is crazy. I like your delivery when you did on Shade too. I feel I'm gonna have fun mixing that one because that's gonna be a very very gritty mix. That's gonna be
Crazy.
fun. But yeah, it's a lot of songs to like shit. Say you will see had the nigga damn near choking up, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I was able to do it without choking up. I was able to do it without. I was thinking about it. I'm like, man, hopefully I
That's
could do this without
I was
crying next
trying
to Tori.
I was trying to hold my composure damn near for real, for real. I'm like, damn.
Nigga going through the tape. Yeah. Just cut my voice up a little bit. Yeah.
Look,
Run
they
it, run
say
it
that
back.
yeah, bro. We need to get like visual content and photos for each track. Like around the time period or whatever we're making it. You see what I'm saying? And then like there you go. There's like album cover for each one of the songs. There's a photo to go each. I don't know, an updated photo for each song. Just that type of I don't know information. But that's what I'm saying. If you can shoot 9 shots, you got a lot. You know what I'm saying? If you shoot 9 shots every time you record, you got a chance to a better shot at making the shot. You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm vibing with it.
I'm trying to figure out like locations for the visual.
Yeah, that's a good one. Shit.
Because I feel like we could do the exact, maybe we could do it over time, but if we could record the visuals all at once, it'd be easier. But we could take our time with them, like, because they
Yeah,
all don't gotta
that's what
come
I'm
out
saying.
all at the same time.
You damn near could just like go one day and get, you know what
That's
I'm
what I'm
saying, a
saying.
lot of
I
different
really want to
shit knocked out
record.
in one. You know what I'm like? I mean, like just like I mean like photo and album. Like if you want to do that type of stuff, like pictures for all that. Like you can have enough content for that 9 to 10 songs. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I want to do the pod too. Pod flash vlog. So if we could record, if we could record just me performing each song, have some behind the scenes of that, and just some B-roll. So we'll have the videos of each song, and then we'll have a vlog slash podcast.
Yeah. The rest of the beats y'all made them. Y'all found them.
I found them. Yeah, yeah, I found them. So we had about 5 beats. Y'all made five. One of them was just similar to, I think, Makeup. I fuck with Makeup too. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
um, and yeah, I fuck with that second verse on there. A lot of my second verses I fuck with. I fuck with that second verse. What's the name though? No, that's FIU. Big Ten is hard. Those choruses are hard.
Yeah, yeah. SEC
Those
State.
those and I'm thinking about the games.
Yeah.
Y'all put the game on the because we was watching Texas lose to goddamn Georgia. So those was the name of the beats. But then
Oh shit!
yeah, it was just like SEC State. We in Tennessee. We in the SEC State. And that girl thick, perfect in the face for that whole Big Ten. Okay, that's the course.
I listened to it. Can you hear that?